In this video we're going to look at something called an expert system and how outcome inflatables could use it to benefit their business. Now, the best way I can really describe an expert system is if I demonstrate to you, give you an example of one. And this is the NHS symptoms checker. And what it lets me do is it lets me gain access to an expert. Now, this is where the word expert systems has come from. An expert has come together, experts have come together, they have pulled all their knowledge together and made a database. And what I need to do then to sort of run this is click on the symptoms checker, and I can diagnose a problem that I might be having. So I've got symptoms that I'm concerned about, and let's pick one: an accident, wound or injury. There's lots of different options, and this is where now the expert system is starting to whittle down what might be the problem with me. Let's go ear, nose and throat, why not? Earache, maybe I've got earache. Let's see what I should do about it. So let's have a look. I'll give myself the flu. There you go. So I pick flu, and it's starting to whittle me down now on all the different problems that I might have. So I'm keeping pressing next. I can inquire for myself. First part, I'll do the school postcode, GU9. I am male. I'll pick some random days. 1960, why not? Assess your symptoms, continue with the assessment. And what it's doing, I'll pause it now and I'll come back to this in a minute. And what it's doing is it's expert systems are based on three different areas. First of all, a knowledge base, and this is a huge database of all the possible questions that it's going to ask me, all the possible answers that I might come up with, and then at the end, the final outcome of what I should actually do. Then we've got something called an inference engine, and this is really software that follows a set of rules to ask questions and react to the answers. And the best way of thinking about this is a flowchart. If you've got a flowchart here, I've got a decision. This is a completely separate idea rather than the NHS one, so we'll run through this very quickly. This is about the sort of diagnosis of whether a phone is broken or not. So, is the phone switched on? Yes, it's not broken, the end. Is it switched on? No. Is the battery inserted? If the battery is not inserted, then the outcome would be insert the battery and turn on the phone. If it is inserted, my inference engine would then say, has the battery been charged? If it's not been charged, the diagnosis is to change the battery and try again. Charge the battery. If it has been charged, then yes, then it will go on to perhaps another part of the system where it would then start asking about the battery being used in another phone, try the battery out in another phone. And this engine here is the kind of rules that the knowledge base has to go through to be able to generate your final outcomes. The last part is the user interface, and this can, for aqua inflatables, this is more likely going to be a website just like I'm using now. And they can use it very much like this telephone system here, where I can give it a series, the users can come in, they can run through a expert system, ask a series of questions, and they can receive some information on how to fix the issue. I just noticed I made a little mistake, GUI. Another example of interface would be perhaps a telephone system. So a telephone system can be used, and you probably have rung up a telephone and you've been asked to dial 1 to go to a different area, dial 2 to go to a different area, etc. So going back to the example, I'll go through and answer these questions. I'll just pick some. What was the question? Pain across the centre of the chest. Yes, why not? Okay, and my final outcome is to call 999. I've got for an ambulance because I might be in trouble. There are different outcomes for different situations. Some might say ring your GP in the morning, and this is all based on the inference engine and the database holding all of the knowledge.